Hey, this is Alaina, and I'm here to show you guys what tech class is going to be for you in the following year. And so, right here, this is going to be the main area where we do everything. And so, the smart board right here, that's going to be, hold on. The smart board that's where we do most of our lessons. That's where most of your directions are going to be. It's where all your directions are. And then over in this area, that's where, in tech stations, that's where we would have all of our coding, because next year you'll be doing coding. And so, right there, that's where you would be on code.org. And on code.org, you learn how to code. And and then just do online lessons. That's basically what you're working on in class. And then at this table back here is where you're going to be charging your iPad a lot. If you come to class with your iPad not fully charged, or it's almost dead, which is usually the case, you would go in this area and charge your iPad, but you can still see. And now I'm going to be talking to you about this area. This is the area where you're going to be doing where we do Osmo. It's a game where it's a game. It's a game, and it's Osmo and some other stuff, depending what you're working on during that quarter. And in Osmo, there can only be 4 people. 4. And then there's a Bloxels board where you can create your own boards and everything. And then there can only be 3 people at that station. It's tech stations. And in this area, there's usually a table in this back corner, but it was in the morning, so there wasn't anything. And that's where we do the Legos for tech stations, and and you can do whatever you want with the Legos. It's a really big tote, and it folds Legos, and you can do whatever you want with the Legos. Just there comes some rules, and the rules are that you can't. Basic rules: you gotta keep track of the Legos, and you have to not throw them, just not act childish. You gotta act as if they were your Legos. Then, usually in this area, that's where we have our robots, like Spiros. They're little robots. They're like little spears, and they're really cool. And they're like the size of my hand. And you code with them. You cannot. It just depends if there's some rules, and the rules are that you have to be coding, not driving them. And when you guys first get here, you'll be able to drive them. Just do whatever you want with them. And you gotta be really careful with them because they, like, not throw them and stuff. Just the basics. Just acts like if they were yours. And yeah. And I have more. I'm just telling you about it. Then here's the other area. And overall, we usually have, a lot. And then over in this area, that's where Miss Nix has just random stuff. And then on the wall over there, that's where we have all of our, it was the happy wall, and we had to write down what made us happy. And yeah, that's just all the chosen cards that were chosen for. Then this is just the charging station. And then in this area, that's where we just watch the lesson. And in this class we do active seating. And active seating, this is you basically get to choose where you get to sit, but if it gets out of hand, like if you keep talking during bell work for the first 10 minutes of class, that's bell work, then that's when you'd be warned, and then if during that warning, if you don't follow it, you get assigned seating somewhere you don't get to choose. And I have one more thing for this area. That on the computer over here, that's where Miss Nix will be showing most of the stuff that we're going to be doing, like I said. And that's where, during our text stations, that's when we can do like more coding if all the computers are full. And that's where, if we do like a group game and stuff, like the Google guess, you have to Google stuff that Google wants you to do. And yeah. And then I have one more thing, but it doesn't need to be. Out in the hall we have Dash, and I forgot the other name, but we have the other robots. It's Dash, and only 2 people can be out there at a time, out in the hall, like right out there. And yeah, and bye.